everything I could learn from Jim. And then I ended up working for Victory Race Cars, building funny cars, mountain bodies and tinning and all that sort of stuff. And ended up working for D Safety, for Johansson, who now owns DJ Safety. I worked for DJ Safety, or D Safety for a while, building seatbelts. I worked mainly in shipping, but they taught me how to build seatbelts and parachutes and all that kind of stuff. I never got into the parachute part of it, but I was getting close. And then, you got to make more money to build your car, so you move on to another job that you make more money with, all the way down to racing transmissions. That's one of the reasons why I had to ride with Mike's Transmissions. We both got a really good relationship. I worked for him, and I built tons and tons and tons of power glides. That was one of the best jobs I've ever had, and Mike was, to date, the best boss that I ever had. But, of course, not enough money to build a race car and raise a family, so I moved on and went to bigger and better things. The jobs weren't better, but, the pay was there, so we could do the things that we want to do. But
right.
pretty much everything and how I got to where I'm at today.
Yeah, I did an interview with Jim's son, James.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so he talked a little bit about the Funny Car Association.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, can he drive that Junior Vibes car?
Yeah, James is like a little brother to me. He is the one. He's the one for SIFCA being responsible. He's responsible for SIFCA.
Right.
Bringing it back. It had, went into hibernation for a while, and he brought it back out of hibernation, and I'm kicking myself in the butt because I still have my car, and I'm trying to get it back on the track and get my wife into it. My wife's going to get her license, and she's going to race it. And I'm trying hard to get back on the track, but, these little life things keep popping up, and it's really hard to get the thing back on the racetrack.
No, so you still have the alcohol funny car?
Yes, I do. It's you've probably seen on our Facebook. I just did a car show with it for James this weekend. It's the Whittier Area Christian Car Show that just happened this past weekend. One of the biggest car shows I do. And I represented SIFCA with right next to the Junior Vibes car, and I'm just whatever I can do for SIFCA, I'll do.
Right. So now the Code Red Nitro funny car, you own that one?
No, I only own the alcohol funny car, the one that you've seen on Facebook this weekend. It's a blown alcohol car, but the Code Red funny car, Lee Jennings owns that funny car, and it's for sale, but he has me as his driver until it sells, and I don't know if there's anybody that's been interested or not, but I get to drive it until he sells it, and so thankful for that.
So when did you get your license for Nitro?
So I got my license, must have been I'm going to say, it's been a while since I've been in cars. I want to say 2006 or 2007 in John Blanchard's front engine top fuel car.
So
that's the one that Adam Sorokin helped me get the ride in, and Diego Zuniga.
So John Blanchard licensed you?
Yeah, John Blanchard's the one that got me licensed.
Okay. So now, what drivers were inspiration to you back when you first started driving funny cars? Who was inspiration to you out there?
I grew up always liking, Kenny Bernstein and Ronnie Young. And of course, when I got a little bit older, guys that are not too much older than me, they inspired me as well. I always liked Dan Horan for some reason. He was just a few years older than me. I was 5 or 6 years older than me, but he bought the old Shady Glen car, and they ran that car for a while, and I just thought, it just goes to show that a guy, an independent can still make it. You don't have to have a big giant sponsor. So a lot of people like that always inspired me.
So your dad's always been involved with your drag racing?
Yeah. He was always there. He had an alcohol problem and couldn't get away from the alcohol, and it kind of separated us as a family. My mom had him divorced when I was I was probably about 15 years old. That's when I was really getting into trouble because I didn't know how to deal with it. A lot of anger from your parents, splitting up, and in fact, I'm actually just now really getting over it. It's been a long time, too long. But once you get up in your 40s, you start realizing things and you start growing up a lot.
So now, how many kids do you have, Michael?
I have 2 kids. I have 2 daughters. I have a 15-year-old, Michaela, and she drives the Nitro Princess Junior Dragster.
Yeah, I saw a picture that was at the car show, right?
Yeah, it was at the car show.
Yeah.
And then I have my youngest daughter. Her name's Madison. She's 12, and I'm building her a car right now. It's almost done. And she wants to do the same thing. So.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. She loves karate, so we're going to name it the Karate Cutie. We got the Nitro Princess and the Karate Cutie.
Yeah. So
it's all in the family. My in-laws do it. My father-in-law has a car, and we're going to license my nephew in pretty soon. And my brother-in-law has a car, and we had all 3 cars running at the same time in Palmdale once, probably in the early 2000s, 2001, 2002. It was pretty cool.
Then you said you're trying to get your wife to drive the alcohol funny car?
Yeah. As soon as we're ready, all I have to do right now is recertify almost everything. Once I get everything all recertified, then we'll probably run out here to Fontana, if they'll allow us to, or Bakersfield, and we'll get her licensed up.
Now, when you first met your wife, was she into drag racing?
She hated drag racing because of some circumstances that she grew up with, but she's always been into it. She liked it. She just, at the time, she didn't like it, and it goes back and forth with her. The more you get her involved in it, the more she's going to love it. And if she's not involved and everybody kicks her away, then she doesn't like it. So I had her working on when I was driving the Caddies and Hughes car. I was having her help me do the clutch, and I was teaching her clutch, and Johnny West was helping us at the time, and he got her some gloves. He thought that was great that she was digging into the clutch and wanted to learn the clutch with me. So I was teaching her how to do the clutch, and she's like, "This is fun." But she does a lot of things. I work on a cackle car. I had her torque up the bottom end for me. I had her adjust the valves. Try and keep her as involved as I possibly can. It's just going to keep getting more and more involved the further we go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So now for the Code Red funny car, how many crew members do you have for that car?
On that car, let me see. There's probably 6 or 7 guys that work on that car.
Are there any sponsors for that car?
There's no. The only sponsor is Lee himself. He owns a trucking company, so that's why there's just a name on it, Code Red. You won't see a big sponsor name on it, but there are people that actually help us out. Alan Johnson. It's an Alan Johnson block and heads and stuff, and Alan Johnson helps him out and gives him a deal. there's different people. All the stickers on the car are there for a purpose. Everybody contributes in one way or another. Some of them are small ones, but even the small ones, help out. It takes everything you got to get there.
Now, Michael, for a weekend of drag racing like this, say this weekend coming up, I know you don't have the cars with you. You just go to the track and they bring the cars for you. But what goes in preparation for you to get in for the drag race? How do you prepare?
I have a porta tree that I play with my porta tree. It's a practice tree for the lights. I'll play with that, but mainly, I just go to the gym. I bodybuild, and I just try to stay healthy so that I can make good decisions on the racetrack. Try to go to bed at a decent time. I don't stay out and party. I like to party, but, when you drive, you got to think about these things, You got to get up early in the morning and drive, and you can't be dragging butt because you partied the night before. I mean, you want to be on your toes and cut good lights. And mainly, when you're driving somebody else's car on somebody else's dime, you really don't want to make that poor decision. So when you're out partying at nighttime and you decide you're going to, the next day you get in the car to make your qualifying runs, or you get in for first round or second round, you need to be as rested as you can possibly be. Because if you don't make that right decision, it's either going to be a wreck, or it might be that engine that blows up, or the race that you just lost because you didn't take care of yourself.
Right. So now, what are your favorite tracks to run on, Michael?
My favorite track is actually Maple Grove Raceway. While I was driving for Jim Broom, we drove all over the country racing for the IHRA, the Nitro Gem Series. I got to race all over the country in Canada and Maple Grove. I'd never been there before, and when I went to Maple Grove, I thought that was the most beautiful track I've ever been to. It was awesome. When I turned off the racetrack, there was these Amish people there. I'd never seen Amish people before, other than being on the TV and everything, and I was completely blown away by it. But I mean, it was just beautiful. All the greenery back east and everything. Out here on the west, it's all like dry and dirty and nasty. And back there, it's just beautiful back east.
No, do you do 8th mile racing or only quarter mile?
I've only done quarter mile racing. I have done a little bit of 8th mile, but mostly everything that I've ever done has always been quarter mile racing. The only 8th mile racing we do is for the kids.
Right.
We haven't been back. We've been back. Actually, we raced North Carolina, and when I was driving Kenny's and Hughes, and all the bracket cars were racing 8th mile, but we were racing quarter mile, of course.
Right. So now, where do you get your fire suit from?
I get all my fire equipment from DJ Safety. Joe Hansen has always helped me. Like I said, I worked for him back in, it was probably 1993 at D Safety. This is before he opened DJ Safety. And he actually lent me some money to buy a reliable car so I can get to and from work. And I was the only one, I think, he said, that paid him back the money that he loaned me. He didn't want to lend me the money because he said nobody's ever paid him the money back. And so I built a really good relationship with him, and he's always really helped me. And I always pump up DJ Safety because he's always been there for me. So.
Okay, now, what's the fastest run time you've had with the Code Red funny car?
The fastest time I've gone with the Code Red car?
Yes, sir.
I haven't had a really good time yet. I think I made one good run, and it was like a 590 something at 238.
Now with the dragster, how long you been driving the field dragster?
One race.
One race. How'd you do with that one?
I was having issues with it. That car, the frame broke in the trailer, and Mike had the back end redone, and it never got checked for straightness, And last year, you seen, I had to pedal the car quite a bit at the March meet. And, the rear end was just a little bit crooked in there, so it